Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of the PG Talk. Today, we have a topic that is, I feel like everyone kind of thinks about, and especially if you stop and think about where technology has been in the past, where it's at now, and where we're going to go with it in the future. So today, we're kind of just talking about our predictions on what we think is going to happen, and kind of like from what we've seen growing up, the technology we had versus what we got now.
Yeah, because I mean, it's pretty relevant because everybody's using technology. If you're watching this video using technology, you've got phones everywhere. Literally, the world revolves around technology now.
Well, I remember being a kid, going to elementary, and I think Dad had just bought me a CD player. And I put the CD player in my book bag, and I had those like those over the ear headphones, and I thought it was so cool walking to school with the CD player.
With the CD player, and then you pulled out. Push the little eject button and it opens.
It pops open. But if you didn't keep it, at least the one I had, it might have been a janky one, but if you didn't keep it flat or relatively flat,
I remember that. Yeah,
it would scratch up the CD.
Mm-hmm. And the CDs were all burned with like music we got illegally, allegedly.
Allegedly. A lot of people used LimeWire, but we used MP3 Rocket, dude. Yeah.
Or so we started off by listening to music on CD players.
CD players first.
To MP3 players.
MP3, yeah.
And we thought it was crazy. I remember when I got my MP3 player, it was a black one. And like just being able to see like what's playing on the little small screen, I thought like that was revolutionary. I was like, holy cow.
Yeah, and you could like adjust and like you could change the color of the screen.
Yeah, because I'm like, how does it know what song it's playing? Like there's nothing in here.
Yeah, and like the end of it was a USB. Remember, and you just plugged the whole MP3 player into the computer.
I'm pretty sure I still have it. It's in there somewhere.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I think
I'm not sure if it works. I think it needs to be charged. I have my white
one. I thought about taking my MP3 player as my source of music.
Oh, really?
Like to the gym, but that's not very practical nowadays.
No.
Because I'd have to do the whole process of like burning music on there. I'm not trying to get viruses on my computer.
Yeah, and then you'd have to like, I got to change the song, and you'd have a cord because none of them are
Bluetooth. Yeah. And nowadays it's like if you have a cord, it's still whatever, but like I don't know. At the gym, if I see somebody with a cord on their headphones, I'm like, oh man, they still make those.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they still make those, or that guy is here to like, he's one of those crackheads that just is super scrawny and lifts super heavy weight for no reason.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
and I remember, so like back then when we were kids, we also didn't have a laptop or any sort of computer. We had I don't remember what kind of laptop it was called. No,
it's called a desktop.
Yeah, so we had a desktop.
We didn't have a desktop.
Yeah, we did. It was a whole TV monitor. Like,
but it was like a tower.
There was a tower. I remember at one point we had a tower. Because we had those CD games like the old Candy Crush. It's not called Candy Crush.
Oh, remember like the farming one?
Yeah, that was so fun to play.
That was nice.
And then the Jewel one that was kind of like Candy Crush too. But we had that back in the day, and dude, the internet on that. Did it? I don't think I had internet at all.
The computer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Because I remember that's where I would get on my Facebook. I mean,
not back Facebook, then was MySpace.
On MySpace. Yeah, MySpace, not Facebook. It was MySpace.
Yeah, and now it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Go check out all of our TikToks.
Yeah. Which I got something to say. Well, I did talk about it in the previous episode, on episode 20, so...
Yeah.
If you're late to the game, go back a week and watch that one. But what's it? Oh, I was gonna mention something. Oh, okay. So here's one thing that Andy told me, or I don't know if it was Andy, but somebody told it to me, and you might know. But if I ask you, like pretend like you're calling somebody, what do you do? Like the hand signal. Yeah. Generations now, they go like this, dude.
Wait, really?
They just go like this.
Who have you asked that has done that?
Andy
does that?
No.
Oh, freaking weirdo. Calling you out right now, weirdo.
His sister does that. His youngest sister. He told me that he asked her one time because he saw it somewhere, and she went like this.
Yeah, he's like, where's my phone?
Yeah.
That's low-key really a lot easier than doing this.
But this makes more sense.
To us. Because we grew up with phones looking like a banana.
Yeah, yeah. Where you heard, I mean, phones are still the same way, but like the mouth for the phone would come up right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Instead of just being like completely flat. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
like,
yeah. Everyone watching now should know exactly what we're talking about, but
and if you're one of these people,
yeah. Gases.
And then I remember we had an iPod. Or
no, we never had iPods.
We had an iPhone 4 was our first.
Yeah, well, I remember when Dad got that, I was so pumped because I thought it was an iPod, and he's like, "No, it's a phone."
Oh yeah, he's like, you're like, wait, what? He's like, what's the difference?
Yeah, I couldn't. I'm like, so it's an iPod. He's like, no, it's a phone, and I'm like, okay, but it looks like an iPod.
So you couldn't wrap your head around like what?
Nah, dude, I was dumb. I mean, low key still am, but but I remember I wanted an iPod Touch. With like the circle wheel and stuff.
I always wanted one of those too.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably get one off of eBay like for $10.
Yeah, but nowadays, like, why? You know what I mean?
We buy it now and then years later it'd be like, I had this as a child when you really didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not as like the price didn't go like Pokemon did.
Yeah. Pokemon's nuts.
Yeah.
On some of them, like Charizard.
Well, dude, just like 200 years ago, they were using like, if that, like buggies, like a horse and carriage to get around.
Which is crazy because 200 years isn't that long.
That's like realistically like 2.5 people ago. If people live, let's say, ponle like 80 years old, so that's like 2.5 people ago.
Great grandpa. Yeah.
But yeah. Great. No, just great.
Something like that.
Yeah, but dude, that's not that long ago.
Which is nuts because I mean, I feel like we've done the most like technology. What the fuck is what's the name?
Like grown exponentially.
Yeah, we've grown the most in technology in the past 10 years, in my opinion.
Yeah, until that dip comes, but you got to buy the dip.
In technology, what? So I mean, like comparing back then, we had iPhone 4s. Now we have iPhone 13s. Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, iPhones are still kind of the same, but at the same time, like the video quality on that is nice.
Well, yeah, I mean, even like the interface on it. Like, remember, like it had like the black bar and the black slide to open it up and stuff.
Now it just looks at you and it opens.
Yeah.
Which is nuts. And the other day I was scrolling through Facebook. I don't know. I think it was Instagram. This has to do with robots. So I was scrolling through Instagram.
You said Facebook.
Well, I said Facebook, but then I said it was Instagram.
No, you said Facebook.
It's Instagram.
Okay.
I think I remember one of those two. They're both the same company, anyways. But
true. It
was these like lively looking robots. So the caption was, the caption was basically saying that like a soul had entered like the robot had gained consciousness, and like the robot was like screaming like a human, like showing emotions in their face as a human, like like legit. And I was like, what the heck? But then I was reading the comments and it said that like, oh, there's just like somebody outside of the picture, like outside of the video, or outside of the frame, like controlling the robot and making it do that. But like,
yeah, but I mean, they can do that through controlling it. Like, nomás les falta to do it on their own. That robots can do, like, to learn how to do it on their own, so to say.
I mean, basically, there's robots now that can do that stuff. Which
not fully, but it's getting there, and within the next couple of years.
I'm pretty sure there's some out there that can do it fully. We just don't know about it.
Well, yeah, like when GPS came out, like the military and the government was already using stuff like that. Like at the higher levels, they were already using GPS. But when they released it to the public, it had been a thing for like the last 40 years already, just concealed to the public.
Are you allowed to say that?
Yeah, bro, that's common knowledge. Well, I guess if I don't make it to episode 22, you'll find out
why.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, what's looking at like the progression of what it's made, because I'm pretty sure like they probably started making robots a couple years ago, but like in the past 5 years is when I first noticed that like they were starting to build robots.
Yeah.
Like in just 5 years, they've made it to where robots literally look like a human, act like a human, and walk like a human.
Yeah.
Like, what's gonna happen in another 5 years?
Well, I think late last year it came out that they got robots to reproduce.
What?
But not like a human-sized robot, but like a microscopic type.
How does that work?
It just made it's another version of itself.
So it duplicated itself?
Yeah, I mean, just like cell, whatever you're.
Wait, so if it's that microscopic, how do you classify it as a robot?
Bro, I'm not a scientist. I don't know, bro. I could have been bamboozled by the headline because I didn't read the story. But
what if it's nanotechnology, bro?
Something like that. But like, it was able to make another version of itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like this microphone being like, I'm gonna duplicate, and it just makes another microphone.
What the heck? See, now that's scary because
then we have an iRobot situation.
Yeah, or like, what if that gets on your skin and next thing you know, there's 50 of you? Like it goes.
That wouldn't be bad.
It duplicates 50 Pablos. I don't think.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck that, dude.
That'd be dope. We'd all be like,
be a bunch of blown out backs.
That's a little sus, bro. You better watch out.
Hey man, you're the one with the blown out back.
True.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think robots should be made to an extent to where they're used as maids in a way. Not maids, but like
slaves.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Well, how long until then? Like once robots are getting consciousness. So now robots are starting to get, start falling under the Constitution. You know what I mean?
I was going to say something, but it's very contradictory. I'm not going to say it.
Say what? Contradictory?
Contradicting.
Contradicting or controversial?
Controversial. Wait, what the fuck is that? Guys, I'm kind of dumb.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, I know what the difference is. Never mind.
Yeah, but like, for real, like, once robots start gaining consciousness, then it's like, should they have rights? You know what I mean?
Should they?
Exactly. That's the question.
No,
like, if they can feel and stuff and are part of society, shouldn't there be, like, robot courts and robot laws and anti-discriminatory laws against them or whatever?
Dude, that's a whole other thing. Like,
yeah, I feel like that's a whole other episode that I don't know anything about, but
well, I mean,
I'm
because
just planting that seed out there.
That would, because at the end of the day, the robots could just kill us all.
How do you know that?
It's not like they're gonna feel anything.
Well, yeah, but like, who says they have the strength to do that?
Who says they don't?
I asked you first.
Okay. Well, it's metal. Metal on metal usually is like just the friction of metal on metal is way stronger than like bones.
Well, yeah, but they have like some kind of type of synthetic material.
Who's to say a synthetic material isn't way stronger than our tendons or ligaments?
True.
And like, just because I've seen like just robots that they make that just walk, and like the top of them is a flat surface, and it can squat like 1,000 pounds. And their legs are like, because they're also going to have like some sort of hydraulic system on their legs or like arms. So who's to say the robot can't just do that and like just blow your guts out? I'm sorry, my mind is in a dirty place right now.
They were talking about blowing out bags, talking about blowing out your guts.
Oh god.
Well, you just get an EMP grenade and just go blast them all up.
Or they EMP us.
I don't think it's possible, bro.
Well, because an EMP is just sound waves, isn't it? Something like that.
I don't know anything about it, so let's get off the subject before, because I honestly don't know anything about EMP stuff.
Okay. One of the things I've been wanting to get is a drone.
Yeah, dude.
Like just for like cinematic stuff, because before
but with drones, a certain certain size, certain weight and stuff, you have to get licenses.
Yeah, and you also have to make sure you
can fly it.
You know where you're flying it. Like if it's a drone friendly area, because if you start flying something, you could easily just get arrested because you're not supposed to be flying drones around there.
Yeah.
So you just have to make sure where you're flying it. But like back in the day, in order to get any sort of those shots, it'd probably have to be like somebody on a helicopter shooting shooting any of that. But now, like, you can just use a drone that's probably this small, goes up in the sky, and like shoots all these really cool cinematic shots.
You get like really, really close up to something, like weave in and out of certain places.
I've seen these videos on Facebook, dude. I scroll through Facebook a lot. I've seen these videos on Facebook to where this guy's piloting his drone through this abandoned like mall, and he's like cutting corners like super fast, like right around the like poles, going up into the sky outside of the windows and straight back down. The control flying on that drone is nuts. You need to check it out, dude. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm about to. That sounds dope.
Like, it's so it gets you really anxious though, because you think he's gonna crash, but I mean he's
right in there.
Yeah,
is he like fast. Watching it through a screen, or is it like he's got a VR set and he's like flying it?
I think he's watching it through a screen, or it might be a VR set. I think the VR set would probably work better with that.
I would say so, but I feel like you'd also have to sit down, because if you're standing up and you're doing all these hard turns, I feel like you're gonna get dizzy after a while.
Yeah, with the VR, you're just like, oh shit, you're going like this.
You start moving your body with the drone.
I mean, with that too, we have VRs now, like virtual reality.
Yeah, the metaverse is a thing.
Like, what's stopping us from just sitting down for the rest of our lives and living our rest of our lives in the metaverse?
Like WALL-E.
Like WALL-E. If you guys haven't seen that, like there's just a bunch of fat people in space in a ship that have this screen in front of them, and robots just are their servants and then bring them food.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can make that virtual reality into something good.
You know what I just thought of? You know how some movies will like do stuff? Okay, this is kind of going to like the like conspiratorial route, but like, you know how some movies will kind of portray what happens in the future? Like, you know how The Simpsons have been like, they'll predict the future, like certain aspects of it almost to the T. What if that just people from the future coming back, or like the simulation or whatever, people being like, oh, like, what if we just make a movie about this and just make it happen and blow people's minds?
Wait, what? Like, make a movie about it?
Yeah, like somebody that knows it already happened. And so they just come back and make The Simpsons. They do what it happens and they just let it play itself out, and then it happens.
I mean, what if time travel is a thing? Or it should... That's nuts.
Well, no, because then we would have known about it.
Says who? How?
Okay, because I was... So, with Joe Rogan, right? He had an episode where he had somebody and they were talking about it, and it was a more like somebody who was studying the possibility of stuff like that. And he was saying that we wouldn't know, because once time travel was a thing, it would essentially be like the multiverse opens up. You know what I mean? Because then you can only go back far enough to when time travel started. Because how can you go back to the dinosaurs if time travel was a thing back then? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that doesn't make any sense, because how... So, with that theory, how are you supposed to even... How is time travel supposed to be a thing and you know it works if you can't go back? Do you just...
Yeah, you can go back, but you can only go back until when it got created.
No, but that's
like,
what I'm saying.
You can go back 5 minutes and be like, oh shit, it worked.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but you can't go past that.
At the point that it was created... Like, how was it created? How was time travel created if you didn't... It was created, right? So you couldn't go back past the point of being created.
Right.
So where did they go when they created it? If you couldn't go back past the time that it was created.
Right. Just a couple seconds.
Oh, okay.
Because time is always moving forward. Like, I can go back an hour when I was still on campus.
But it wasn't created an hour ago.
But what if it was, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
You know, like, if we created it now... I get in it, I only jump back like 3 seconds.
I guess, yeah. Like,
you know
you could
I mean?
Just throw like an apple through the time travel and be like, oh, it's created now. Because this is the way I'm linking it up in my brain. Yeah. So, like, you put an apple to go back a couple seconds, and then it's like, oh, it's created. So, like, now you wait, and then you can send a human an hour back.
Yeah, but then once it's created, you can go infinitely into the future. And I guess until the technology gets destroyed.
I don't think... Well...
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's created now, so you can go all way as far as in the future you want, but you can only go into the past up to the point that it was created.
But at the end of the day, is that a metaverse? Or sorry, you said multiverse, right?
Yeah, because
the multiverse consists of different universes. This is just the same universe in a different time.
Right, but if you start going into the future, or you go back like an hour, and then you're like, I'm gonna do something a little different, then it's the butterfly effect. You know what I mean? That you are staying an extra 10 minutes on campus and just changes the course of your life. You know, like something else could happen, and now you're living in a different reality.
I guess, yeah. Cause, yeah,
you know what I mean. Sorry to get super sidetracked and like off, but I had the idea and I said it. It was half baked. So
well, I mean, that's still technology. Because, I mean, like, who's to say time travel isn't a thing? Because there's been a bunch of conspiracy theories that it is actually a thing already.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Fuck, dude.
We'll find out.
If you were able to time travel, where would you go and why?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't obviously go in the past.
Why?
Because, well, it depends how far in the past when we found out it was created.
Okay, let's say it was created 100 years ago.
Bro, I'd still go into the future. Like, whatever happened in the past happened, you know? Like, I want to see where
not even to buy Bitcoin?
Oh, bro. Actually? Okay, now you brought up a serious argument now this is a serious argument because if I go back and get into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin came out when we were in high school.
And I remember exactly when Alex started talking about Bitcoin at the lunch table.
What?
Yeah, dude. We were sitting at the lunch table and Alex was talking about, oh, like, this is like this thing called Bitcoin. Like, and they were making like, there's some stupid high school banter that they were just like talking about Bitcoin. Yeah. And then like now that I'm into it, or when I started getting into it like about a year ago, it's like, I'm such an idiot. Like, why didn't I just like low key? But I mean, who knows, right?
Yo, back then, how we were in high school, there's no way we would have. Even if we thought about it, we wouldn't even know how to do it.
We didn't take anything seriously, basically.
Yeah, especially because the Coinbase and stuff like that wasn't a thing, or if it was super like in its infancy.
It was just Bitcoin that you could get, probably.
Yeah,
but like
literally.
So you would time travel back just for Bitcoin? Is that what will do it for you?
It might put me to serious consideration. I'm not gonna lie.
So, well, in that case, on the other hand, why would you travel forward?
Just to see what happens, and like I would love to travel like 200 years in the future or whatever, and then read about what happened in the past. Because it would still be the future for me.
Well, I guess in that case,
but leading up to how in this next election supposedly Trump is gonna run again. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, like what happened, you know, and how historians then think about the time we're in now, because we're in a pretty like politically divided time.
I feel like we've always been.
No,
Confederacy and
yeah, but it's not as straight like out there as it is now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Now sometimes even if you say like, I'm not gonna say anything crazy.
Say it. No. Pablo canceled.
I did almost on TikTok.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He had made a TikTok about Prime, and if you haven't checked my video out, go check that out. I made a video about Prime. We did a taste test. Go check it out. Yeah. And he made a video about it, and it got taken down. It was almost at 10K views.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I mean, we already talked about it last episode.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, if you guys want to hear the story, go back to the last episode and check it out. But yeah, like it's just more up forward with how politically divided everyone is. Like, it seems like you can't be left enough, you know. Like, no matter how woke and how progressive you are, you can never be more like progressive enough.
Yeah.
So it's like it'd be cool to go in the future and see how all that played out and like what their thought on it was. And hopefully it didn't go like like KSI says, tits up. Yeah, that's all case.
Well, what I would do, so if I could travel time and then come back to the present day, I would definitely travel in the future Just because, I mean, why would I travel in the past
for Bitcoin, bro?
But why don't I just travel in the future and see how Bitcoin's doing, and I just buy more Bitcoin now when I come back to the...
Okay, but now you're under the assumption that you're coming back.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm going time traveling forward and then back, then I'll do that.
Oh, because in my mind, I went either forward or back, and I just stayed there.
Well, regardless, if I would just stay there, I'd probably go back. Because if you go in the future, like, where you can stay, like, you know nothing. You have to learn all this stuff.
Well, I mean, you could trace your family tree.
Yeah, but, like, how? Like, is your phone even going to work? You're going to have to get... Is a phone a thing? You're literally...
Or is everyone synced up by the Neuralink that Elon Musk came up with?
Exactly. Like, just putting yourself in the future is like you're a sitting duck because you don't know anything. Especially that far in the future, like 200 years. You know what I mean?
Damn, bro.
So, like, it'd be easier, like, even time travel back 10 years, bro. Buy some Bitcoin. You're good for life.
I was 15 back then.
Yeah, I was 20. No,
well, was Bitcoin out then? It came out in 2013, I think.
Literally 10 years ago. Almost
10 years. So, like, right before it came out.
Buy some Bitcoin.
I didn't have a job at no. Yeah, we worked at the cornfields.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, instead of buying that couch, I could have bought Bitcoin.
How much is this couch? Like $200?
I think it was like two or 300.
Dang. You bought this like 9 years ago?
Yeah, and it's still.
Hey man,
bro, you think the Bluetooth on it still works?
I don't think so. Well, it connects, and then it connects to your phone. We can try it out. I haven't tried turning it on in years.
Well, it's got to be plugged in.
Yeah,
it's all right. You know?
Actually, I don't even know where the cord is to plug it in. I don't even think it's connected anymore.
I'm pretty sure mom and dad went.
Yeah,
ripped it up.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, technology, bro, it's what it runs literally the world, and I feel like that's what it's gonna be like for the rest of our lives, and for the rest of Earth's. As long as humans are on the Earth, there's gonna be technology.
Yeah. Or what if you go 200 years in the future, and then now, like, humans, like, with the exponential growth of technology, they found another, like, planet to go and habitate, and you just pop up and it's a deserted wasteland. You're the last human on Earth,
and everybody just left to the other planet.
Yeah, and now you're just stuck. Like, you can't do shit.
It's like that makes sense because, like, they just put you on this really big ship. They cryo freeze you. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's a 1,000-year trip. Like, the ship just knows where it's going. It's got a set waypoint and it just goes. And, like, 1,000 years later, you arrive at this planet. You're like 1,023 years old.
Imagine.
And, like, we pop up like 1,000 years later on this Earth, and it's just like nuclear wastelands.
Yeah.
I basically just named the 100.
Yeah, if you guys the whole time I was just thinking about that.
That's literally the 100 show.
The whole time I'm like, dude, I was just thinking about Monty's kid.
Yeah, that was so sad.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Damn, because
Ikeen.
Yeah. Did you have anything else on technology?
No, not really. I mean, yeah. We could keep something like this up for a while, but yeah, I kind of got what I had to say out with the time restrictions.
With ending the video, we're gonna go ahead and start off on our would you rather's. The first one's gonna be related to this technology. I have one in my head. So it's would you rather have the technology we have now with like Facebook and stuff, or like TikTok, and like knowing every little thing, knowing that your attention span is very low, or would you have it how it was back then, where it was just like MySpace? It's like, oh, this is cool, but it stays at the phase that it's MySpace, and like the whole like going out, calling people on the phone that goes like this, and
like you're saying, like that was like that is the peak of technology, and it's never gonna get better.
Yeah. Would you rather have that?
I'd go with now.
Now,
as the darkness as it can get, like there's still a lot of good that comes out of it. So I think I would just go with now. What about you?
I don't know. I'm stuck. I think I would probably go now just because there's more opportunities to make money off of like technology rather than before a couple years ago. It was just
like you had to
find something that was stereotypical or something like that.
Yeah, like
for a job. All right, so we'll do 5 of them.
Okay.
So first one, would you rather win $5,000 for yourself or win $50,000 for charity? $5,000 for myself.
Yeah.
I said it.
You know why?
Why?
Because then when it'll give me a boost to exponentially grow my money, and then I'll give more than 50,000 back to charity.
I'll give about like $100 to charity.
My charity, bro.
All right. Would you rather have the power of invisibility or have the power of X-ray vision?
Invisibility.
Same.
Yeah. Because you essentially have X-ray vision, no, with invisibility.
No, because X-ray vision, you
You're
can
right.
I can see you butt ass naked right now.
Well, that's not X-ray vision. X-ray vision, you'd be able to see my bones.
Well, there's levels to it,
bro. An X-ray sees bones, not
I guess
under clothes.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. But if there was levels to it, I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to see people naked. I already see enough naked old men at fucking LA.
Bro,
Fitness.
man, bro, are there ones blowing out your back and your guts?
No,
that's Gabby.
All right. Would you rather get $10 for every good deed or get $100 for every bad deed?
I think good, because I naturally do more good than bad.
Yeah,
you know.
And I feel like good deeds are really easy to do. You could easily knock off 10 good deeds. And then, yeah, I would do good deeds. What was that, 3?
Yeah.
So, would you rather spend a...
Whoa.
Okay, this was really
bad. Is it whack?
Yeah. Well, no, it's not whack. Just the wording is terrible. So, would you rather spend a year in prison or spend 2 years in a coma?
A year in prison?
Yeah, where you definitely get your back blown out.
That's gonna be the title of the video. Blowing out back. But I would rather spend 2 years in a coma, because then it's like you time traveled.
I guess, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I mean? You wake up and you're Captain America.
Or your family just doesn't love you anymore.
Oh. Yeah.
All right, last one. Would you rather have unlimited data on your phone or have unlimited battery on your phone? Ooh.
I think, honestly, battery. Because data, it's like, I'm already, like, if I have too much, then I just have a bunch of stuff I don't need. But then I don't have like a big data, but sometimes it forces me to get rid of stuff that I don't need, and I like that.
I would say battery too, because you just don't have to charge your phone.
Yeah,
anymore.
dude.
You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'll do unlimited battery all day.
Yeah,
all day.
Yeah. Well, that concludes the 21st episode. If you guys want to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you guys know when we post, and leave a comment to see and let us know if you think robots are going to take over the world. See you guys next time. Peace.
Also, rate my fit, rate his fit out of 10. Bye.